All right. Welcome back, everyone, for more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations with the one and only Grumpy Magician.
Hello, hello.
Last time, we wrapped up our investigation and... Or no. Yeah, we started the court. We did, like, the first snippet, right?
Yeah, we finished the investigation, we started court, and went, hang on, was it Luke yet again? And so busted into his courtroom to go, hey, Judge, stop that. We're trying him elsewhere. Come on.
We need him for a murder trial, actually. God. Now I just remembered what that other judge looks like. Just a weird thing.
So it was the combination of how he looked, and I'm pretty sure he was meant to be Canadian.
Oh?
Because of... So the only line outside of the normal that he said is when Phoenix busted in, he was like, who's this Jose?
Maybe? I just remember he has, like, so when he goes wide-eyed, I just remember he gets, like, cross-eyed, and it just like, sent me. Alright, well, shall we get into it?
Let's get started.
Part 4, 2. October 14th, 12:14 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 4.
My sis?
I could have sworn I heard Mia's voice. Oh yeah, Phoenix is hearing the voices.
Right, yep. So then she's still alive inside your heart. Nicky boy.
Oh, Miss Delight.
Is it true that detective is a real killer?
To be honest, we don't have any definite proof. But he's the only one who could have done it.
But wasn't he at Lordly Taylor that night? Not to mention, we don't exactly know his motive. I mean, why would Detective Anthony want to kill Kane Bullard?
Oop, it's almost time. Better get back to the courtroom. I need to find some solid proof. And it's gotta happen sooner rather than later.
I can't wait for it to just be like, okay, 2 questions, done. Good
Yeah,
job,
we're just like, alright, well, good stream, gang. April Fools. Hello, right?
What? So,
Huh?
I just got a message from Arnie just going, my mom called you a tart.
Just unprompted.
I don't even know what that's from. I'm guessing she saw my model at some point, or or am I just just because I'm British?
I don't know. Because, okay, hold on. Let me remind myself how tart is used. Urban Dictionary.
So,
Nubile young.
I need
temptress.
to. Yeah, like, if someone's a tart, then they're very much dressing up to be noticed and trying to flirt with people.
I don't know where this comes from. This isn't actually on the page when I click it, but the short, when you search it on Urban Dictionary, is an overtly homosexual individual whose actions or demeanor are so flaming that tart is among the first, and then it cuts off. And I don't know where that is on that page. Alright, well. Good stuff.
Yeah, I...
Ani in the Discord. I love tarts. No context to anyone else.
Ah.
Alright. Good.
Yep. Quotiani, we went and I got a fruit tart and was saying I love tarts.
Alright. Well, there you go. Oh, stuff.
Yeah, sorry to just fucking hard derail that, but it just popped up and I was like...
Flashbanged us both. Alright. Once again, hello, Wright. You joined right on time. Yeah, October.
Oh.
Go ahead. What do you got?
It gets better because apparently her mom was using a reference to, like, the actual tart. Like, just sweets, like a sweet
that?
treat.
What does that mean?
Not real. Because it was a fruit tart.
Sure.
So she was like, oh yeah, like sweets and so on.
Oh, okay.
Not knowing
that is slang.
what we use that for, which is just, man, what a slut.
To be fair, I think Ani would say that. I don't know about her mom.
So, it's funny you say that because Ani explained it and then just went, I'm calling you a slut though.
See, I know. Alright, captured for all eternity on stream. Beautiful.
Oh, Jesus.
Whew, okay. October 14th, 12:21 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 6. Well then, this court is back in session. Mr. Luke Atme, please take the stand.
Well, well, how do you do, sir lawyer? I never would have thought to see you acting so recklessly.
Well, I couldn't let them hand down your verdict just yet. Not when it would have given you your perfect alibi. An alibi by the name of Mask to Mask.
I'm sorry. I'm afraid even the great Luke Atme has no idea what you mean with this alibi. Of course, I have been in the next courtroom ever since 10 o'clock this morning. I'm afraid there's no way I could know what's been going on in here.
You've been in the defendant's seat all day long, correct? Being tried as Mask to Mask.
Indeed. It's truly child's play to fool the ignorant masses. Not only did the poor fools ask me to protect their valuables, they even gave me a generous reward upon returning their own property to them. Take this red diamond ring that sparkles upon my divine finger, for example.
So you continue to insist that you are, in fact, Mask to Mask.
Of course.
Very well then, Luke Atme. Let us begin with this simple question. On October the 12th, at 1 a.m., Kane Bullard was murdered. Where were you at that time?
One without knowledge lacks even the knowledge that he should be ashamed of himself. But don't worry. I will not hold it against you, Sir Judge.
Oh. Thanks. I think that's 7.
I was going to say it's either 7 or 8
Alright.
in this trial. All right, Mr. Adme. The night of the murder. Speak. We're all ears. Well, actually, you're mostly... You've got 2 hands, 2 legs, you're not quite all ears. But as you wish, Sir Prosecutor. The alibi?
Yep.
I just want...
You gotta do it with his voice.
I can't help reading it and just... the alibi.
What is that? I assume this is a reference to something.
I can't remember where I heard it first, but it's other people discussing alibis, and someone just goes, "Oh, we need to check if he has an alibi." It's alibi. Alibi? That sounds fucking stupid. Let's go check his alibi. Come on, gang. And it's just a constant thing of this one character. Just can't pronounce it right.
Just no
matter how many times people say it right around them.
The cadence you have said it with makes it sound like it's from Ghost Stories.
I've had confirmation now.
Oh boy.
Honey's mom did not know the English meaning of tart at all.
Alright. Just get like a pin that just says tart. Put it on.
I was stealing the urn as mask to mask, just as I announced I would. I had more than enough time to prepare. It was a pathetically easy job. A photograph contains no words, but in this case, one turned out to be my witness. The time at which the camera captured Mask to Mask was the same time as the murder.
It seems the main point of discussion will be this photo of the crime scene. Everything else up until now was all part of his plan. There has to be a secret to this picture as well.
Even the great Mask to Mask cannot be in 2 places at once. Unless it was your evil twin. Luke away, he could exist.
Check stream title.
Mm-hmm. Just different version of my pointing avatar, just instead Wojak pointing at the title. Now then, if you'll excuse me, I have a verdict to receive.
Hold it! Pesky nice twin.
Yeah, he does the crimes, but he's just like, oh, I'm sorry, you're so much better than you think you are. I'm sure you can be an amazing prosecutor, or an amazing defending lawyer if you wish. Like, no downputting whatsoever. You say your name once, he remembers it forever. He's just the ultimate nice guy.
Gosh. I had a thought and I lost it. Fine. Unfortunately, Mr. Atme, we still have to do your cross-examination.
A fool is too foolish to know that he is a fool. I think he's trying to say that you're full of it, Nick.
The only thing that's full of it is his alibi. Oh, now I remember. So I learned what the star is supposed to be. In Japanese, when they write it out text like that and they put the star in between things, it's supposed to signal like a strong statement. So when someone goes the, right, like really hard at the start, that has a star right after it.
Oh,
So it's
interesting.
supposed to be like, yeah, impact.
So it's essentially emphasizing that it's mask to mask.
Yeah.
Rather than just mask to mask.
Yes. Yep. All right. You learning things, kids.
Yeah. Yeah, I know they do a few of those, like, there's the obvious one of stuff like Hunter x Hunter, where it's the X in between isn't mentioned, but it's like almost like an and is implied.
Mm-hmm.
Educational content, we're always educational, just not about matters that people want to learn.
Yeah, you're gonna learn things, probably not gonna be relevant to anything you want to know, or relevant to the game we're playing.
Hope you're ready to learn how to do an infinite. Gonna learn today.
We've had a couple
You're
of
gonna
those.
learn today. Oh
boy.
Sorry, immediate tangent.
Yep, all right.
Fighting games. So, Tekken 8. Season 3 happened. They went, don't worry, after Season 2 we get the people really didn't like Season 2. We're going back to basics with Season 3. Season 3 has immediately fucked it up even harder. People hate it. Sidestepping is useless now because tracking moves just track so hard. If you sidestep, you are just opening yourself up to eat shit. And many other such bad things.
Good.
One person's response was, man, Tekken 8's making me really sad. I'm gonna make a fighting game all about fundamentals.
Oh, is this the frickin' cubes or whatever?
Cubes and diamonds, like no detail on the bodies at all. It is just pure back to basics fighting games called Rush Rival Ultimate Steel Hand. As we stare at the King of Iron Fist tournament and go, yeah, we're doing it now. This is ours, Rival Ultimate Steel Hand. Get fucked.
Also in fighting game news, did you see Avatar Legends cooking? So,
no.
In Avatar Legends, they did like a full cast announcement. They have built Azula's character arc into her mechanics, where as the fight goes on, she loses more and more control.
Good.
It's just like really cool. Her animations like steadily get looser and like more aggressive as like the round ticks down. It's just like, all right, just showing off now.
That game's commitment to, hey, what's this character's playstyle and unique mechanic? It's their plot.
Yep.
It's their story arc. Is so cool to see.
They also announced that, so because we have the full cast, we also know now that Sokka's the only non-bender. And I saw an excellent saying, which is, Sokka's either going to be top 1 or Dan, and either way will be perfect.
I hope he's Dan, unless his mechanic is completed. Because the whole thing with Sokka is, he changes. He becomes a decent hunter and so on as it goes on. And I would love his mechanic to be him progressing and slowly turning from Dan tier to top tier as the fight goes on.
That would also be good, yes.
So it becomes a, hey, you need to deal with him quick, otherwise he's just gonna start murdering you.
Also, if you haven't seen, both to people listening in the area, if you haven't seen some of the like impact frames for like hit stun, you should go look at them. They're some really good like squash and stretch in there. It creates
only
good
seen,
memes.
I think, Toph's, because people were just like, Toph's faces during these are brilliant.
So yeah, there's Toph's faces. During Toph's trailer, there's a frame where she hits Aang, where he just basically turns into a blob. It's great.
Hell yeah.
All right,
Alright,
lawyer.
lock in. We're in court. So, I was stealing the Ernest Mastermass just as I announced I would. I had more than enough time to prepare, it was a pathetically easy job. So, I think we're probably going to have to figure something out to present to the last one.
Mhm.
Because I still stand by, it's probably, he used the fact he was there a week early to take the picture.
Mhm. Probably just
Yeah, I
press from the
think
top.
the two, probably just go from the top. I think the two most likely are the first two,
Mhm.
because they mention his announcements, which we know was long before,
Mhm.
and then more than enough time to prepare. I think you might slip up.
Alright. Well, from the top. Hold it! So, this photograph is the proof, correct?
Indeed it is. And the man in the photo is certainly wearing a mask.
Nope. That was Phoenix.
Oh,
They
that was
tagged.
Phoenix. God damn it. I
Alright.
hate this game.
It's
so
really,
dumb.
it's really bad. They really need portraits. They really need portraits.
Danganronpa, they put portraits of each character. Anytime they're talking, it looks at them and shows them off.
This game's like, I hope you're paying
This game's
attention to the
trash.
name tag. And the man in the photo is certainly wearing a mask.
That is why I am called Mask the Mask.
But conveniently, that also means that there is no way to tell who this really is. What do you mean?
Objection. Huh. He's saying that this is not, in fact, Luke at me. That it could be an accomplice dressed up as Mask the Mask to create an alibi. Oh, what an interesting idea. Are you saying that I, Lone Wolf Luke, had an accomplice?
I don't think so yet.
Phoenix is? I don't think we lock that in.
Yeah, I don't think so yet. I think this is a later thing, maybe.
Yeah.
Give that up. If Luke Atme was at KB Security during the murder, then the Mask to Mask in this picture has to be a fake.
Then there really was an accomplice.
But right now, I have no idea who it is.
I don't have any idea right now either.
Baseless objections are just what that guy wants. There's gotta be another way. I'm gonna find it. Okay. Good to know for
More
later.
than enough time to prepare. Oh, how much time would you say? Perhaps an entire week?
Hold it!
Steal his magnifying glass, hold it up to my own
Just
eye.
grab it, put it on as your monocle now. You don't rotate it though, so it's just like super out of focus. I believe Adrian Andrews hired you at one point.
That's right. That was over 20 days ago, if I'm not mistaken.
You sent the calling card to Lordly Taylor 10 days before the heist. That would mean you sent out the card after you began your security watch, right?
Indeed. There's no reason why I couldn't do both jobs at once. It was the perfect opportunity to steal my latest target.
I see. You truly are evil, aren't you?
Yes, evil is what I am. Hey, Nick, isn't there something odd about this? Detective Atme was always proud of his ace detective skills, right? But if the urn was stolen from Lordly Taylor while he was the only one watching it, he'd have no way to maintain his perfect ace detective persona.
You know, that's true. It is kind of odd. Right?
Okay. Photograph contains no words, but a picture can paint 1,000 words.
Indeed.
How about you tell us them?
Hold it! So by photograph, you mean this piece of evidence here. Is that correct?
Indeed it is. That is it. The very thing that proves I committed the crime.
The very thing that proves you committed the crime. Alright. Solid Snake method.
The very thing, huh?
Oh, for everyone in chat, we were discussing the Blade Chimera demo before this a little bit. The guy is just Snake, right?
It is Samurai Snake. You're not the only one who called that out. As a result, when I was doing the demo yesterday for demo disc things, I was doing Solid Snake voice for every one of his lines.
Good. Because, like...
Yes, Satomi.
Exactly.
What's going on back at HQ?
Satomi is Mei Ling, yeah? Like, that's...
Satomi is Mei Ling, which I guess makes Bale the Colonel, but at the same time, I have to say, everyone knows Demon Lore at this point.
Yeah.
Literally everyone.
Yeah, Ball is a pretty known name.
So we're the anti-demon organization. Oh yeah, who's our leader? Archpriest Baal.
Nothing
Yeah?
suspicious here.
Old man Archpriest Baal? Yeah?
He sits in a dark room full of candlelight.
But yes, he is absolutely supposed to be snake-coded.
Alright. I just had to get that out because I remembered and it clicked. When you think about it, it's really odd. You say that almost as if you had this picture taken on purpose.
Objection! He was simply caught by the very camera that he had set up. We all have days like that. Indeed, it turned out that there is no such thing as the perfect crime after all. Life is truly an ironic thing. A sad, blue melody.
It looks like I'd better gather more information for now. If he's truly the killer, there's gotta be something phony in that photo. Yup, there is. We know.
Yep. Once again, me, Wojak pointing at the box. Huh?
Hit the last
time?
Hit the last one, I guess.
Yeah.
Alright. Hold it! About the camera that took this photograph.
Oh, come now. It's all too clear what you're thinking.
Huh?
You think I altered the timestamp on the photograph, don't you? I'm afraid that's impossible. The camera was set up by Lordly Taylor, and on top of that, it was Lordly Taylor's staff that printed that picture's data. Unfortunately for the defense, there's no way that picture could have been altered.
Alright, well, thank you for telling us that. That's gonna be important later.
Yep.
I see.
That pic. Flash forward to, but that picture It could have been fake, but you yourself said that it couldn't have been altered.
Yep.
Getting visions from the Monado.
God, which one? What did I see? Somebody said something on Blue Sky. I probably should have shared it with you and Kala. But someone said, I don't remember which protagonist it was, but it's like, there's only one protagonist in Xenoblade who isn't banging their sword.
Huh, yeah. Yeah, I suppose that's true, huh?
And then you just get to sit on that, like, huh. There's only it's only a sample size of 3, so it's not the biggest, but
I mean, technically... So, the first one, he's not banging the sword. The sword is his dad. Kinda.
okay.
Like, the sword kills his family, but it's because of time manipulation, and then it's very much a destined to be wielded by him and look after him thing. 2, he is absolutely banging his sword. Not only is he banging his sword, he's banging both forms of his sword, and the secret third form, as well as the Welsh cat girl. Like, Rex gets around in that game. And then, in 3, he's just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? There's Mio. There's a girl. She's hot. She has one of my personally favorite voice actors as well.
Mio the cat as well? Or another cat?
Yes, she is another cat girl.
Okay. Because the one I always see
basically
is Uni, right? That you and Call share consistently, the one with the wings on her head.
Yes, I am a big Uni fan. Essentially, it's because I haven't had it confirmed because I still haven't gotten far enough in the game because too many games. But I'm pretty sure the two sides of the war, one side is Xenoblade 1, so you have like the Hyentia who have the wings on their heads, and the Humes, and the Mechon who are like the mech people. And then the other side is Xenoblade 2, which is why you have the cat girls, you have the Humes, and you have Senna who has the burning hair, like one of the main characters from Xenoblade 2. So it's I'm pretty sure that is intentional to go, hey, she looks kind of like that one girl from 2.
I mean, that makes...
And I was just like, you know what? That's right. She's hot. She also plays the flute. I'm in.
I mean, that makes sense, right? There's a little bit, like... There are people who definitely like both, but there's also a bit of a split, so, you know, feel the difference with the third one.
Yeah. Hi, that's me. I do not like to. Just... Yeah, I have had several rants on it. I will
Yes,
not bring that rant over here as well.
Oh, you already have before, so it's fine. I think it was during a different Phoenix Wright stream, like, pretty early, but yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Alright.
Alright.
Looks like I'd better find something else that could be suspicious. This is the loop, probably.
So, this alibi is false?
It has to be, or he couldn't have killed Mr. Bullard at KB Security.
But I'm not really spotting anything unusual.
There are two possibilities. Either the masked mask in the photo is a fake, or the photo itself is. Okay. I still don't think we have anything to present. So the first one is name me an accomplice. We don't have that.
think the game is very obviously implied we need to find something on the third one. Because Phoenix was like, huh, that's weird.
Mm-hmm. I think the second one did as well, right? Or was it only the third one?
The second one said there was something odd, but that's about it.
Okay.
I think. The third one was like, wait, but is there really nothing that shows it's wrong?
Mm-hmm. Wanna hit the third one again, see if it changes?
Yeah.
Alright. Hold it!
And just fast forward through, see if anything changes.
Yep, just click through. Oh, there we go, good enough.
So there's isn't there something odd about this? That's what we had before. So it was he's proud of his ace detective.
Yeah, I think Godot's line is where it starts.
Wait, Godot's line?
Yeah, isn't that where it is? Oh, this is the tamper with it one.
On which one, sorry? On 2 or on 3?
I thought it was on 3. Yeah, because then Abby says he couldn't have killed King Board unless he had an accomplice. Then we go into the black zone. Yeah, then Phoenix has a new line here as well.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Surely even you understand by now. That was his line, right?
Yes. And then it should be Luke after that, I think, right? I clicked through to see.
Oh, yes. Lordly Taylor provided that camera. There's no way I could have tampered with it. That means I could not have killed Kane Bullard, unless I had an accomplice.
I believe the judge said, and then we go to black here with Phoenix. Come on, think long and hard about that night. The basement warehouse, and this picture that supposedly captures it. It's got to be here. Isn't there something funny about this picture? Yes. There's no date on it. Or something, probably, right? Or, well, maybe not that there's... It's either... or it's the paint splotch.
So my call is the box. It's either the box or the splotch.
I think it's the paint splotch because the statue was supposed to be over it, right? Because Adrian had hit it.
Right, because she put the statue in the way.
Alright. You bet there is.
Are you implying that this picture is a fake?
You bet I am. There's definitely something strange about this picture. We took a look around the basement warehouse that night, before the theft took place. And there's something in this photo that doesn't match my memory of that night. Very well, let's hear what you have to say. What about this photograph do you find funny? So, I'm gonna click just above the indent. Yeah.
Okay.
The funny part is right here. Why, this is a blood stain! Ah! Blood! Now this case is getting interesting.
Man, he's been playing Danganronpa. He looked at it and he was just like, "Ah, that's blood."
Not exactly. This stain is actually pink paint. Oh, just paint. And peach-colored at that. From blood to peaches. The judge sure loves going on his wild tangents. We can't say anything.
Yeah.
The problem with this photograph is not the paint. The problem is, when you consider the layout of the basement warehouse, it turns out that something should be there is nowhere to be seen.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Wright, what is supposed to be in this picture instead of the paint stains? The statue.
The statue of Ami Faye.
Take that! The supervisor of the treasure exhibit stated the following. Well, there's a good reason for that. On the day of the crime, around noon, that golden statue just happened to arrive from the mountain training hall. I've realized that the statue would be the perfect size for covering up the paint stains. That's why I put it where you first saw it. I myself was there the night the theft took place, and saw the statue in that spot. If this picture was truly taken on that night, then that statue should have been there.
Objection. But when I went there the day after the theft, that statue of the old bag was sitting in the corner.
Perhaps it was somehow pushed there accidentally. Your Honor, this statue is slightly larger than yourself and quite heavy. It would take more than an accidental push to move it that distance.
I don't take your insinuation with that statement too kindly, Phoenix. So he's just giving him a bit of a disdainful look. In that case, can you prove it? Can you give us the rhyme and reason as to why that statue was moved that night? Can you do it, Nick?
Never mind who moved it. The real question is, why did they move it? Well, Mr. Wright, I hope you are prepared with your answer. Now then, who was the one that moved the golden statue on the night of the crime?
It would be... Wait, on the night of the crime?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's Adrian, isn't it?
No, Adrian didn't move it. She didn't notice it was moved until after the fact, I don't think.
Adrian put it in place. So... it would be Luke? Because Luke was the only one down there?
Yeah, it would have to be Luke, because... I guess, yeah, because it's just the night of the crime, right? It doesn't have to be right as the thing was supposedly happening. And he would have done it because maybe he knew that the picture would be falsified if it wasn't?
Again, the picture was taken prior, right?
Yeah.
That's from theory.
Yeah.
Picture was taken with the statue not there, so he moved it to recreate the situation that picture would match.
And during that, something happened with the sword. Maybe he did actually hit himself with it by accident. And that worked out.
Wait, hang on.
Or he took it with him?
I was gonna say, the autopsy. The hemorrhaging from blunt trauma to the head. He beat Kane Bullard over the back of the head with the sword.
So he either took it with him, or Kane Bullard was there and he took the body back to his office. Wait, yeah, he was there, and that's how it lines up. So even if the picture is at close to the right time to when it was gonna happen, it gives him the alibi. He did kill Kane Bullard at that time, at that place, and then he moved the body back to the office to set up Ron, for whatever reason.
Well, so... yeah, and I guess he was spotted Hang on, what was the testimony? Because we got the testimony of this. Oh, we can't actually read it. Because Ron saw him there at the time and then was hit, right?
Yeah, he didn't recognize who it was. We do, because who else looks like that? But Ron was like, I don't know who it was.
Uh-huh. And so I guess he walked in on
The body being hidden.
the body being hidden.
Yeah.
So is it a coincidence that Ron was there then?
It's entirely possible that it was, or Luke somehow had some way to... Because, like, the blackmail letter was real. It is possible that it was just, like, a coincidence that it happened. Or it's possible that this is all a grand caper.
I don't think it was real. The blackmail letter. I think that is Luke going, hey, I want you to be here so I can frame you. Because if you remember, we originally found the blackmail letter because Luke said he should have a letter in there.
That's right.
Luke literally pointed us to it.
And according to Ron, he barely got away from Luke in that very first heist. It's possible that he didn't actually, and Luke has been masquerading to blackmail him the whole time. He knew it was him.
Possibly.
Alright. The thing we need right now, though, is Luke at me.
Yeah, the thing we need now is Luke.
Alright. Take that! The one who moved the statue is none other than Luke at me.
Come now, Sir Lawyer. There you go again on one of your strange delusions.
Mr. Wright, what basis do you have for your strange delusions? It's very simple. The witness was the only one in the basement warehouse that night.
That is indeed very simple. However, said with all the energy of together from Elden Ring. Why would I want to move a heavy golden statue?
The reason for moving the golden statue. Here's where our battle really begins. Well, Mr. Wright, what reason did the witness have to move that statue? The reason can be found here in this photograph. Luke at me, you pretended to be Mask to Mask to create an alibi by showing you were at Lordly Taylor that night.
I'm not looking at you. If I don't pay attention, you can't see me, and therefore this evidence isn't real.
But this photograph contains a single fatal flaw. If the statue had been there, your lie would be exposed like cheap film at a drugstore. That's a new one.
Yeah, I mean, he's right, but...
How many people below the age of 20 do you think would understand what he's saying there?
So, honestly, a surprising amount because Polaroids are on their way back.
That's right, yeah. Got a retro resurgence.
Yep.
Alright. That is why you had to move the statue. A single fatal flaw.
Interesting theory. Please, enlighten us.
Oh, that's you.
Just where in this photo does that lie exist?
I'm gonna click on the 5.
The time?
Yeah. Because, like, that's what it is here,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, the lie is that this was the right time, but a different night.
Alright. Time! Take it! Naturally, the lie in this photo is the timestamp. What do you mean? I'll tell you exactly what I mean. On the night in question, Luke Atme went to KB Security and murdered Kane Bullard. Therefore, it's obvious. It would have been impossible for him to have been at Lordly Taylor at this time. Oh, but what does that have to do with the statue being moved? Remember, if you will, Your Honor. When was the statue placed beside the warehouse door? Well...
The statue was taken down to the warehouse on the day of the crime. It was placed there in order to cover up the paint.
Exactly. Luke Atme had already decided on the time when he was going to kill the victim. And so, in order to create an alibi for that time, he took this picture days before the murder took place.
What the?
Of course, this statue hadn't yet been brought down to the basement warehouse yet. Oh. So, on the day of the crime, Mr. Atme must have been quite nervous. As nervous as a long-tailed cat in a rocking chair factory, so to speak. Do you guys have that one in England? That one's real.
Is it?
Yep, that's a real one.
Yeah, we've got nothing about long-tailed cats.
Yeah,
What?
often it is just cats, but long-tailed does occasionally make its way in there. It's just, you know, rocking chairs and tails.
Okay. Fair enough.
Why? Because something that wasn't supposed to be there had been brought down and placed where it wasn't supposed to be. And that is why Luke Atme had to move the statue on the night of the murder. He did it to make the room match with the way it had been in his photo.
Ah!
Order, order! Mr. Atme, is this true?
One moment, Your Honor. Have you forgotten this?
What's that?
The data for the basement warehouse computer. According to this, the camera did indeed go off on the night of the crime.
Objection! It's true that the camera had been set up by the Lordly Taylor staff. However, the program used to manage that data was yours. That alone would have allowed you to tamper with the data. Brief aside, if you run a business, don't do that. That's like an obvious security flaw.
Yeah. What, just hooking it up to your own personal computer or tampering with the data?
Letting someone else add their system to yours just because you're working with them. Don't do that.
We contracted this guy and he hooked up his own iPhone to our entire security grid. Yeah, we thought it would just help out. We didn't think he would use it to disable all the electronic locks on the building, though. That was weird.
Order, order! Mr. Godot, what is the meaning of this? Godot, I warned you about making me wait! Now put that coffee down!
My 11th cup. I've promised to drink no more than 17 during a trial. Which means I'm still good till the last drop.
However, the defense has a very good point.
Good point. So what? We are all but travelers on a road of infinite points. I think he's got his points mixed up with his other points. So you say this photograph was taken ahead of time, and that the statue was moved in order to make it match. It's a very interesting idea. However, there's one point that can't be denied.
Which is?
There's a fresh one.
I think that's 8 or 9.
That it's only a possibility. Men that are trapped by the chains of maybe can never reach their dreams. Can we get that one in the...
The fighting game
can
opening?
We get that one in the fighting game fonts as well?
Yeah.
Men that are trapped by maybe can never reach their dreams.
So that one's perfect for Under Night specifically. Because that one's got like a dark hour going on, so... That's very true. No way! Don't fall for that, Your Honor!
Hey, Mr. Damask. Yes? If there's no funny business in your actions as Mask Damask, there should be no problem with you telling us your strategy. So, let's hear it.
Yes. Please provide this court with your testimony about your plan to steal the sacred urn. Okay. The sacred urn heist.
I first received the request from Lordly Taylor about 20 days ago. The urn was placed in a box, and Zvari, I was then sent to the warehouse. Hence, I was actually unable to see the urn for myself until the day of the crime. I knew it was an extremely valuable treasure, so I sent my card 10 days beforehand. I then handled security by myself to ensure that my crime would go smoothly. At last, I held the urn in my hands for the first time at 1 a.m. on October 12th. That's pretty much all stuff we've heard before, isn't it?
Yeah, but we will find the truth hidden in the nuggets of new information he gave. Witness, you're sure there are no mistakes this time?
Zvari.
Very well then. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Okay. I'm gonna save here because we haven't done that yet.
I get a version of Look at Me doing the Zvari there on its own, but in the Hisoka swing palettes and style.
I don't know if I ever want to know the context of that scene.
So the base context for it is fine. Hisoka himself is very much not. Hisoka is a freak, and there is no defending him. So what causes it is Gon hunting him for a few days and finally beating him by stealing something from him. And in that moment, like, his whole thing is he finds people who have potential, lets them grow so that he can kill them when they're a good fight. And so Gon grows, and we get that scene, and everyone knows the swing.
Yep, I know the subtitle.
People know the follow-up line of "I'm getting turned on."
Yeah, I've also just seen "I'm hard" attached, depending on translation.
Yep. Like, it's literally he gets beaten and he's like, "Yo, in several years, that kid's gonna be a really good fight." this is fucking hot. And it's just like, Hisoka, what the fuck?
Taking the combat sexual joke to literal meaning.
Uh-huh. Okay. So I first received the request from Lordly Taylor about 20 days ago. It was placed in a box, sent to the warehouse. Unable to see it. Those all make sense. He was extremely valuable. Then handled security by myself. Yep. So... trying to think if we have anything we want to try and catch him with.
Oh.
It's a loss of around 1 AM.
Read the calling card.
The calling card. When coming to belonging the most priceless work of an art on display. Take good care of the speckled urn.
He says he didn't see it. So if he hadn't seen it before, he wouldn't know it was broken and therefore speckled.
Yeah, true. It was speckled with paint, wasn't it? Yep. So. Yeah, so, that would be... 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Calling card on 3?
Okay. Yeah, I'm willing to go with that.
Alright. Send it. Objection! Mr. Atme, if you really are Mask to Mask, then you also wrote this calling card, correct?
But of course. Is there a problem with that calling card?
Allow me to read a passage from the calling card that Mask to Mask had written. Take good care of the speckled urn. Now, the speckled here surely refers to this pink pattern on the sacred urn. Yes, that is true. But so what? The truth be told, there is no way that Mask to Mask could have known about this pattern.
What do you mean?
This pink spotted pattern on the urn is actually nothing more than paint stains. Paint stains? And these stains did not appear until after the urn had been taken to Lordly Taylor.
I'm not finding this joke to be very funny, Mr. Trace.
The day the sacred urn was taken to the warehouse, the urn was broken due to human error, or should I say an error-prone human. You don't have to call her out.
Dick.
And that's when the pink paint got on the urn.
You can't be serious.
And yet, this calling card clearly mentions the paint pattern. Which means Detective Atme had seen this urn long before the crime ever took place. In fact, he saw it when this fake photo was taken.
Went to do a spit take and almost choked.
Oh yeah. Whoa. And because this photo is a fake, your alibi for the night of the murder no longer holds water. Witness, do you have anything to say for yourself?
None of those are words, witness. Enunciate.
Come on now, use your words. Alright. That did it. He's broken. Time to go in. He's out of meter.
Nick? I think it's still a little early for a victory pose.
Huh?
Don't you know that when he's in burnout, Luke gets extra power? He lowers his defense, but he hits twice as hard.
Is that real? I didn't know that.
I don't think it is.
Okay.
But I know there are other games with a similar drive burnout system, where when your drive runs out, you can keep going in, but you've lost all the advantage that you got from having your meter. However, if you land those hits are going to do big damage. Huh. It's so sad. No one has any conviction these days. Well, we're trying, but you're getting in the way of us getting him convicted. Come on.
Conviction, you say?
Yesterday, we all decided unanimously that this man was mask to mask. And now, we're calling him a murderer. You don't think we're being a tad fickle?
That's a good point. No way! Don't fall for that too, Your Honor!
You say that Luke Atme was the one who killed Kane Bullard. Then let me ask you this. Why would he do that? An excellent point. Motive, Mr. Wright. Motive. Might you, my merry murderous motive, manifest? Nick, he's getting his second wind.
They really are just like giving the fighting games like to us on the silver platter this time.
It's on a platter. Like, next thing they're gonna say, but how could he have done that? Well, he had to have some kind of extra power. Oh, and what would this X factor be, Mr. Wright?
Call to the future. If he prepared an alibi and pinned his crime on Rhonda Light, as you say, he must have had a very strong motive for murder.
The only one with any motive we've seen is Rhonda Light. Isn't that right, Detective? Indeed. According to my own research, the boy's motive is clear.
Without a motive, it's nearly impossible to prove guilt in a murder case. Well, it could still be, you know, manslaughter or not, or non-meditated.
Yeah.
He's fine. Now then.
I mean,
Good.
there are several infamous serial killers where, hey, what's the motive? Because I could.
Yeah. Now then, maybe you can enlighten us as to what the defendant's motives were.
I'd be honored to, Sir Old-Timer.
They're doing everything they can to make Ron look suspicious. Despite our lack of hard information, this may be our only chance. Motive for murder.
I, Luke Atme, had no points of contact with the victim whatsoever. Kane Bullard decided to investigate mask to mask and simply mistook who he was. It was Mr. Bullard who wrote the blackmail letter and sent it to Ron the Light. And it was again Mr. Bullard who harbored a grudge against Mr. Delight for his betrayal. Mr. Bullard's mistake is quite excusable. The defendant truly believes he is masked a mask. That is why Mr. Delight saw it fit to kill Kane Bullard. Truly a tragedy.
So that's wrong, right? Because if he knew who it was, because if he thought it was Ron, he would have known who Ron is.
So we want to probably do Ron's testimony because the whole mistakenly thought it was him. We have Ron's testimony saying, hey, he had plans and everything and was doing it. He was stealing for that guy. At least I'd assume so. I feel there's a few possible spots in there, but I feel Ron's testimony is the bullet for this one.
So the victim, Kane Bullard, blackmailed the defendant.
This is the blackmail letter found in the defendant's apartment. A handwriting test confirms that Mr. Bullard was indeed the one who wrote the letter.
What? Blackmail letter updated in the court record. Okay. Very well, Mr. Wright. Begin your cross-examination. Before I click this, can we read this in detail? Yeah, we can. It was important last time. If you don't want your true identity to be revealed to the world, come to KB Security at 1 a.m. on October 12th and bring $50,000. If you don't, I'll take that red diamond you received. Last paragraph. If you don't, I'll take the red diamond you received the other day instead. What did Luke say right at the start of this? Somebody gave him a red diamond.
He got a red diamond. The blackmail letter wasn't to Ron, it was to Luke.
Alright.
Okay. So, I mean, statement one then.
Alright, motive for murder. Let's see.
Luke Atme had no points of contact with the victim whatsoever.
So
this letter was written to him.
I don't know if we send it immediately because we don't have. They're probably gonna say like, well, there's no connection to that. That's written for Ron. I think it needs to be either somewhere else or. So the third one maybe is who, because that says who he sent it to.
Could be.
You wanna?
I'd say let's press on 1 and 3.
Yeah, let's see which one it is.
See if either of them unveil a bit more.
Alright. Pressing 1. Hold it! And who in the world is going to prove that?
I counter you with where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Answer that one, Mr. Wright.
Oh, that would be a crossover.
That would be a great crossover. I will.
Huh?
After doing a thorough background check of Detective Atme and Kane Bullard, we were unable to find any links between them. It's all in the report.
Perhaps they were connected through their work. They were both involved in security.
Nope.
Oh, that was blunt.
In any case, the only one with a motive was Mr. Delight. Okay. So press on 3.
Yep. Hold it! You mean this blackmail letter right here? It says, bring $50,000. And the handwriting is, without a doubt, the victims. Let's also do we've done this in the past. Let's take a look at the inflation calculator, shall we?
Yeah, let's see how much that is.
So this came out in 2006, I believe. 50000. That is $81,000 in today's money. So, small increase.
Hmm. Oh. Also, I suppose that's another point. He's asking for $50,000. All the blackmail that Ron said he received was asking for the item that was stolen.
Oh, yeah.
And he then got cut.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas this one is just like, hey, give me 50,000.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's the letter, and then Ron's testimony will come up later, probably, as part of proving
Yeah.
it.
Probably. There's no mistake. We have an official report to prove it.
But I don't see an addressee on this letter anywhere. An addressee? Alright, it's this one.
Yeah, it's this one. This letter was discovered in Ron Delight's apartment. Mr. Delight did show up at the designated place and time. The fact that there is no addressee is irrelevant.
I wonder.
What's up, Nick?
I just had a thought. What if
Did
that...
it hurt?
Oh, very. Am I bleeding?
Yeah, just a bit. You've got a nosebleed there. Don't try so hard.
We're almost there. I can start going on the bunga soon. What if that blackmail letter wasn't meant for Mr. Delight?
Oh. Do you have any evidence of that?
For some reason, I just can't shake the feel. There's something not quite right about this blackmail letter.
Well, everyone, are you quite satisfied?
No.
And so,
Number
present
3.
the blackmail letter to Statement 3.
Yep. Blackmail letter on statement 3. Objection! Mind if I ask you a few questions, Detective Atme?
Well, if it's just a few, I guess it's all right.
When you said that this letter was addressed to Ron Delight, I couldn't help but notice one major contradiction.
Oh, sorry, are they not calling out what we noticed? They're instead just going, oh, he said it was addressed, but it's not. Liar, liar, yeah.
I mean, you know what? I'll take it. It's fine.
Minor grammatical spelling mistake. Louis Soir getting
Yep.
vaporized. Contradiction? I don't know where a walking contradiction like you gets off saying things like that.
You're one to talk!
At times like these, men are made to express themselves with their fists. He really does want to throw down an NPC.
Also, once again, this is another one for a round start statement. At times like these, men are made to express themselves with their fists.
Godot is just firing these off. Like, just feed Godot himself into the fighting round generator.
God, someone should make that, like, in Spy Robot, but it's just fighting game openings.
Why don't you show us what you've got there, Junior?
Indeed! Time to man up, Mr. Wright.
Oh, and there's the second line.
Time to man up!
These men are made to express themselves with their fists. Time to man up. Clash.
That's gonna be one of
Okay,
those
the
joke games like Choaniki. Show us the contradicting evidence in the content of the blackmail letter. It's the...
So...
Right, so we already presented the letter. Let's see, what do we have here? Photo... Poster.
it's the diamonds, but are we just meant to present it again? And just go, well, you see, Your Honor, it's here. Or is this where we use the testimony? Because he listed off to us all the things he stole, right?
In Kane's list is what they are, but yeah, I don't know if it's stated in his testimony what they were.
Let's see. Wait, is it?
Go for it.
Is it the newspaper clipping? Because it's a blue diamond.
Well, that would have been
not a red diamond.
That was what he stole. Oh. Luke's doesn't have his ring in the picture. It is that. It's because Luke doesn't have his ring. I think now we're getting into the thing we saw before. So I think it is the newspaper clipping, but for the one reason or the other, I don't know which of us is right.
It's either blue diamond versus red diamond, or he's missing his big red diamond ring. One of the two.
All right, newspaper clipping. Right.
Okay, one of the two is right.
All right, take that. Take a good look at this newspaper clipping. It contains a picture of the Tear of Emanon, the stolen jewel. What about it? The problem is this jewel's color. All right, yeah, there you go.
Yep. Color. Oh yeah, because it's going to be both. Because his one was blue, and that's when it's going to lead to, well, Luke at me is the one with the red diamond.
Okay, yeah.
Color. I'm not much for discussing color myself.
According to the clipping, the color of the stolen jewel was blue. However, in the blackmail letter, a totally different jewel is mentioned. I'll take that red diamond you received the other day. Which means the red diamond described in the blackmail letter is not the Tear of Emanon that the Mask Damask stole at all.
Objection. And your point is, Mr. Wright? So you're trying to say that this blackmail letter was intended for someone else? That is what you're trying to say, right, Wright?
That is what you're trying to say, right, Mr. Wright?
Well, that is what you're trying to say, right, Nick?
It wasn't funny the first two times, but the third time really sent it.
Phoenix just like, what the hell, guys? Come on.
Yes. Just the simplicity of that answer.
Say, yep.
This is who Kane Bullard was actually blackmailing. It's Luke again.
Luke at me. Once again.
Take that! Naturally, it was you, Detective at me.
Do you have some sort of basis for that claim?
You have been personally involved in every single mask-to-mask case. And in the last case, you recovered what was stolen. And received a jewel as your reward.
A jewel? Probably
the one wrapped conspicuously around your finger. That was a weird order.
It's a bit.
That red diamond ring. That is the diamond referred to in the letter. Which means that Kane Bullard wrote that letter in order to blackmail you. Order! Order in the court! Up, order, I say!
Objection. It seems you've gone too far with your childish pranks, Mr. Wright.
Uh-oh. I don't like the way he said that.
Kane Bullard blackmailing Luke at me? Are you for real?
Yes, I am.
Sorry, I'm currently suffering PTSD flashbacks to Persona 5. For real?
How many times do you
Nick,
think that gets said
come
in
on.
that game?
So many. I'm gonna place a solid bet at least 50. Potentially more. It's Ryuji's like default response for
Catchphrase.
everything.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we're gonna go do this. For real? We found out this. For real? Ryuji, I'm gonna kill you if you say for real once more. For real? Alright. Nick, come on. Stand up to him. Then answer me this. The blackmail letter contains the following passage. You don't want your identity revealed to the world.
Yes, it certainly does.
King Bullard threatened to make Luke Atmy's identity public knowledge. An identity he wanted to keep a secret. So just what was that identity?
Atmy killed Kane Bullard because he was afraid of his secret becoming known. What was the identity he wanted to keep secret?
This is what it all comes down to, Nick.
The identity that Luke Atmy wanted to so desperately keep secret was his identity as...
Blackmailer, I guess?
Yeah, because the top one, obviously not. The middle
Yeah.
one, like, causes a problem for our argument, so it must be a blackmailer.
The question is, who is he blackmailing? Because we...
Might be...
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. Might be a stack of things. Guess we'll find out!
Oh.
Oh.
So he was, like, chasing after the real Master Mask.
Mm-hmm.
What do you reckon? Is it possible he was onto it and found out about the money being fenced?
Possible. Actually, maybe also his prior statement of I had to craft my perfect rival wasn't a lie. Maybe he was the one sending the things to Ron.
Oh! Do you think he was blackmailing Ron and then fencing through Kane?
Possible, yeah.
And Kane decided to flip on him? Or potentially Kane just caught him, like, organizing it. Okay.
Let's see where the paths
well-
lead, I suppose. Blackmailer?
Blackmailer.
Luke Atmy was a blackmailer.
Objection. Hey now, isn't that a little different from what you've been saying? You said that Kane Bullard was the one blackmailing Luke Atmy. Are you saying that Atmy was blackmailing someone else on top of that? You have to admit that does sound a little odd.
It's not.
Oh, that's why Kane's one asks for money. Because he's aware Luke has gotten all the money from fencing the goods.
Mhm.
And also, that's how he returned the previous one. Because
Ron actually
it was
did
stolen
steal
and
it.
handed off to him.
Yep.
Yeah.
There we go.
So, yeah, it's absolutely that he was the one making the plans.
It's not odd. It's the only thing that makes any sense. Kane Bullard was blackmailing Luke at me. But Ron Delight was also being blackmailed by a certain someone. So, did you start receiving blackmail letters after this incident? Yes. Just a few days after the Tear of Amanon heist, After that, I started getting the plans in the mail. I received plans from some very kind persons. Incredibly detailed plans, Lansing. Detailed plans. In which case, that would mean that Ron Delight was actually Mask the Mask. That is what we are claiming. Now that it's already been judged that he's not guilty, I would like to state that he is guilty, but you can't indict him for it anymore.
Yep. He's totally guilty, Your Honor, but unfortunately, statutes of limitations.
No takebacks?
No takebacksies. Hit him with a big old crossed arms base. We're safe here, you can't touch us.
Someone else came up with the plans and had Mr. Delight steal his targets for him. And that someone was none other than Luke Atme.
Silence! Now I see. It's all becoming clear.
What is?
When you were in grade school, you received the same report card every year. Careless, with a tendency to jump to conclusions. Am I wrong?
How did you... Why would that even be written on a report card?
I mean, they also had a class trial with Edward
You know what?
acting
That's
as a
fair.
functional lawyer.
That's fair. Forgot about that.
You say that I, Luke Atme, was blackmailing Ron Delight? In which case, I would naturally know all about his relation to Mask the Mask.
Well, yes.
Ron Delight started receiving plans from his second crime onward, correct? Which means I learned of his identity when he committed that first crime.
Good point. You certainly couldn't have blackmailed him otherwise. I mean, he just admitted to the proof that we showed earlier.
Luke, you're not going to be really done here, are you?
I think he's already done it.
I'm half expecting him to go, I had no way of knowing about that first crime. It's just like, the picture?
The picture that we talked about a minute ago?
Picture, him in the background,
This you?
on you. Maya soy-jacking at you in the picture. Well, not woe-jacking, sorry. In that case, let's see some hot, bitter evidence. During the first crime, how did Luke Atme know that Ron Delight was Mask to Mask?
It's the
newspaper clipping.
Yeah, it's the picture.
Because it's when he left the outfit.
Yep. Alright. Newspaper clipping. Take that! I think I see it.
See what?
When you were in grade school, you received the same report card every year. Gets into lots of mischief trying to be the center of attention. Okay, that one I would expect to see on a report card.
Yeah, that's accurate. What do you mean?
This newspaper clipping. It has a picture of you and Ron Delight in his guard uniform. It seems that Mask Damask didn't just disappear into thin air. He just took off his outfit and hid it in a bucket. That
Gentlemen,
this
is a bucket.
I appreciate that it's so close.
There's more.
Dear God. Also, the judge here, for the first time, saying something that probably should have been said a long time ago. That sounds far too stupid to be true.
Oh yeah? How about all the stuff in Big Berry Circus when you believed that the puppet was real?
It was a real man.
Fuck you, Judge.
Correct. With tricks like that, he couldn't fool a baby, let alone an ace detective. And that's when you figured it out, Mr. Atney. That's when you learned that under his mask, Master Mask is really Ron Delight. People are talking. That was too fast of an auto scroll for that much words.
Blackmailer. My social credits. Why you? How dare you expose me like that? Judge, he just admitted it.
He has admitted it. I know that we do this all the time, but just once, please. No? Okay.
No, alright.
Disappointed, Dots.
I mean, I've never been blackmailed anyone in my life. I'm a famous and proud ace detective and also Mask to Mask. Why can't you understand that?
I'm afraid you are neither a proud thief nor an ace detective. You're a blackmailer and a murderer. That is your true identity.
Why you? How dare you even dare imply that one as smart as I could ever fall to such low depths? Someone such as yourself, big mouth of yours, none of you can understand my genius. So go on, desecrate me, ace detective. It's enough to make one laugh.
It would seem we've finally arrived at the real answer. That was a designated old bag moment, except it was even worse because they were all no spaces.
No space. So having to try and keep up with it and go, wait, what was that word? Because
when it starts,
desecrate me,
and
then was like, wait, how did it get to that? Look previous, and it's just so goon.
Yeah, so goon. I was like, is this another catchphrase? Wait, hold on, looking. Okay, no, he's just not using spaces anymore.
And I was just like, my brain just went, holy shit, they were ahead of their time.
It would seem we've finally arrived at the real answer.
That was quite a performance by Mr. Atney.
Bailiff, please prepare a cell for Mr. Atney.
Objection.
Dude.
Number 10. Or potentially a number 9 with a number 9 large, for another GTA reference. The hammer that strikes too fast has no time to aim.
What do you mean? I'm already prepared to deliver my ruling.
Allow me to say one thing. I will be the one to judge.
I don't think you can do that.
You can't. You're not the judge. You don't get... no. Don't get much more in your face than that. It appears that your claws weren't quite sharp enough, Mr. Wright.
What are you...
It's true that you've proven lots of things. things like Luke Atme was a filthy blackmailer, and that he wasn't at Lordly Taylor the night of the murder.
That's right! That's why he's the one who killed Mr. Bolt.
But there's still one thing you have yet to prove.
What's that?
Just because he wasn't at the warehouse doesn't mean he was at the murder scene. Therefore, if you can't prove that this pitiful excuse for a man was at KB security, then I don't see how a verdict can be delivered.
No way! Order! Order in the court! Well, Mr. Wright? This is it. This is the final round. I've got to prove that Atme was at Mr. Bullard's office on that night.
I know it's said a lot, but we're a defense lawyer.
Yeah.
This literally isn't our job.
Yeah. We still haven't had the game that has the disclaimer on the front.
Yeah. But can you really prove that? That's long enough. Mr. Tribes, I want to hear your answer.
That night, Luke Atme was at KB Security, and the defense...
I don't think we can.
No, I don't think we can. That's, like, the one thing we don't have. We have, like, everything that points to, like, he has a reason to do it. You know, we know that Ron didn't, but we can't prove that he did.
Like, the only thing that could potentially is the fact that the buzzer has no fingerprints on it, and we've already proven he wears his gloves so he doesn't leave fingerprints.
Yeah, and Ron was there in costume, so they could just go, well, maybe he did it.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I don't think we can at the moment.
All right.
I think we have to just go, nope, he was there, just trust.
Can't prove it. I can't prove it. Just as I thought. But if we hear more of Detective Atme's testimony...
Objection. Unfortunately, that's as far as you go, Mr. Trite.
What do you mean?
I won't allow for any more testimony. That's what I mean.
What?
Have you forgotten? Luke Atme is here after we interrupted his own trial, and you have failed to prove that he committed the murder. I think it's time for this witness to return to his own trial and face his guilty verdict as mask to mask.
No!
Well now, Sir Lawyer, it seems that love wins out in the end after all. I am the ace detective as well as mask to mask. My verdict will verify that. Just as Ron the Lights will verify that he is the true murderer. I declare that with the full force of my ace detectiveness.
Order! Order in the court! That's enough deliberation over this witness. I can't believe this! At this rate, Ron is...
So, he also can't do this.
You can't just say no more, yeah?
Well, it's not... He could, because cross-examination comes after he examines. If he calls no examination, we can't cross-examine. If it's his witness. Luke Atme is our witness. We went and got him. So, we have the full right to say, no, testify. Like, the only thing that can stop him testifying is if he chooses to plead the fifth and remain silent. Once again, fucking bullshit in this courtroom. Don't give up now, Nick. We still have tomorrow. We can look for more evidence and...
By then it'll be too late.
Huh? Why? Double Jeopardy. One of the best squares on my favorite game show. I mean, one of the basic rules of any court of law. Double Jeopardy?
Should a defendant be tried and found innocent in court, that defendant cannot be tried again for the same crime. This is a fundamental rule of all courts, and it applies to this witness as much as it applies to anyone else.
Mr. Atme will be found guilty in a matter of minutes. Guilty as mask to mask. Which means...
he will be innocent as far as the murder of Kane Bullard is concerned.
No way.
The fact that you are unable to prove Mr. Atme's guilt of that crime here means that he will never again be tried as Kane Bullard's murderer. Are we gonna hear the voices again? I think we're gonna hear the voices again.
The voices, Mr. Shelby.
Now there's nothing I can possibly do to win. Even if Ron is proclaimed to be innocent, the real killer, Luke Atme, will go free. Cross-examined every statement the witness has made here today. And as long as there is no more testimony, I'm afraid I have to declare that there will be no further questioning of this witness. Are there any objections? Then I hereby end the cross-examination of Luke Atme.
Objection!
Was that?
I think that's Mia.
Okay, yeah, that was right. I was like, was that Franziska? No, okay, that was Mia.
I think I see it. Your Honor, when you were a child, this is what was on your report card every year. Has poor hearing and often makes mistakes as a result.
How dare you?
Phoenix, raise your head up high. Have you forgotten what I used to tell you? A lawyer's someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets.
That voice! No way!
I'm back, baby!
In a body that's slightly closer.
Phoenix.
For once.
Yeah, she's been growing taller. This is going to be way less painful for her once I'm done. Still painful though, unfortunately.
Mia! This is the true power of the Karain channeling technique. I know that it's really Maya who's standing before me, but right now, she's my mentor, Mia Fey.
Now, let's do this.
But there's nothing more we can do, Mia. Without any more testimony, I can't cross-examine.
Not yet. The testimony's not over yet.
What do you mean?
Your Honor, just now you said something very interesting. You've cross-examined every statement the witness has made here today.
Yes, that's true, but...
Unfortunately, Your Honor, you're forgetting something. Earlier, after the last cross-examination, this witness made a number of remarks. Well now, Sir Lawyer. It seems that love wins out in the end after all. I am the ace detective as well as Mask the Mask. My verdict will verify that. Just as Ron the Lights will verify that he is the true murderer. I declare that with the full force of my ace detectiveness.
Yes, but these comments appear to have no importance whatsoever.
Very well. Then we shall prove their importance via cross-examination. At any rate, as long as the witness has made these remarks, we, the defense, assert our right to question them. Is that all right with you, prosecutor? Oh, he knows her.
He knows her. Is something the matter, Mr. Godot?
Nothing. Oh, Sir Lawyer, it looks like you're one step too late. If you think such falsehoods will do anything to me, look at... Let's hear it. Uh-huh. It's true that the witness made some remarks. So then, let's hear this last bit of cross-examination. Mr. Godot, what are you...
Very well then, Mr. Luke Atme. I'm going to allow the defense to cross-examine your earlier remarks.
The defense would like to hear why you declared the defendant to be the true murderer.
So please, give us one last bit of testimony.
Phoenix, this is it. This is our absolute last chance.
Yes, Chief! The last testimony.
Indeed, it is true that I was not at Lordly Taylor. I had to leave to see about another vitally important job request. I'd known about the dates beforehand, so I had this photograph readied. My brilliant deduction was what informed me that the true culprit was Ron Delight. And thanks to the keycard and wallet, it was abundantly clear that he was there. I was also able to make a deduction from the buzzer, which only sounded once. The buzzer did not have any fingerprints on it. Why? The victim would have left prints if he sounded it, which means the killer sounded it. Mr. Delight was wearing his Mask to Mask outfit, which is why he left no prints. And the blackmail letter? The victim likely just mistook the color of the jewel. Zavari. Therefore, all the evidence points to that poor boy.
This testimony actually seems to hold up pretty well. The witness's earlier remarks do not appear to have been hastily prepared. All of his points have been explained, and none of them seem to contradict anything.
But of course.
But how did you know about the emergency buzzer?
The police investigation documents went directly through me. And I always look over all the documents. It's elementary, Sir Lawyer. You going to make even more trouble for us now, Sir Lawyer?
I will not allow any of your usual shenanigans, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. We cannot postpone Luke Atme's trial any longer. This is your last chance. Hang on a sec, just one chance?
It seems that the party's about to begin. Well, Phoenix?
But there isn't any evidence that contradicts with that testimony.
So it would seem.
What do you mean, so it would seem?
Listen, Phoenix. Pointing out contradictions doesn't always mean you have to present evidence, does it? At any rate, this is our last chance. You can't point out a case-breaking contradiction. You lose. That's all there is to it. Cup number 17. The last cup. Actually, that's cup number 11. Your maths is off. Seems like the time has come to put an end to this trial. Bless you, I think?
That was cough, yeah. I have to find a fatal contradiction in this testimony. And I need to point it out without presenting evidence. I don't know if you saw that on the scene transition there, but because it didn't light back up first, you can see the wall where the light comes back on.
Oh yeah, I just flicked over to your stream and caused it to happen there.
Which means all I can do is find the contradictory remark and press it.
Remember, you only get one chance. Okay, is this actually a... we only get one chance? So we might want to save.
Yeah, we'll save once we get into it here. Very well then, Mr. Wright. Please begin your final cross-examination. Alright.
Okay, so drop a save. So it's got to be something to do with the buzzer, right?
Yes. It has to be... Luke couldn't have had the ability to press it. Good lord, how many statements does he have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
11?
10, 11. That is the longest testimony we've had, I think.
Yeah, it is. I did think as he was going on, just damn, this is going a while. So, the button did not have any fingerprints on it. Why? The victim would have left prints if he sanded it, which means the killer sanded it. Mr. Light was wearing his mask-to-mask outfits, which is why he left no prints. Okay, theory.
Go for it.
Based on prior evidence, I think we press on the left no prints. Because we've already proven that he doesn't leave fingerprints because of his gloves with the yarn.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's how we caught him before. We went, but my fingerprints will be on there, not his.
Alright, so this is number 9, right? 10, but the one where he's wearing the outfit.
Yeah, because I can't see anything else there that could possibly lead to something. Like maybe pressing on the Y, but I get the feeling the Y will just have him go, but the outfit.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's more... I feel like this is more we have to prove that it's not only Ron that could have done it.
Alright. So press on to where Mr. Delight was wearing his mask-to-mask outfit.
I believe so.
Alright. Hold it! Nice. Mr. Atney, about this last remark.
Objection. You still don't get it, do you, Trite? This isn't the time to be pressing the witness on every little statement.
I'm afraid you're the one who still doesn't get it, Mr. Godot.
What?
Mr. Atney, it seems you have finally admitted that you were in the CEO's office on the night of the murder.
Oh! It was never stated that he was in his outfit.
Yeah, only Ron told us that.
That's only in Ron's testimony, so him saying that Ron was in the outfit is proving that he saw that scene of Ron coming in the door.
Mhm.
Okay. That makes sense. Alright. How can you say that?
Let's review your testimony, shall we, Mr. Atme? The button did not have any fingerprints on it. Why? Mr. Delight was wearing his mask-to-mask outfit. Is that correct?
Indeed. That's what I said. My deductions are absolutely foolproof.
More like your deductions prove that you're a fool.
Alright, Phoenix, you get points for that one. I'm sorry, whatever do you mean? For some reason, I'm starting to get really thirsty.
When exactly did we learn the fact that Ron Delight was dressed as Mask to Mask when he went to the scene of the crime? That was,
It was just a few hours ago. Right, it was presented, but he was in the other trial
Yep.
at the time. Yep. Back when my sixth cup was looking at me with a cold stare.
Oh, did I forget to mention it before? I'm sorry, I just never had a chance to mention it up until now. That's right.
Yeah. I'm just gonna claim task failed successfully. Wrong reason, but we got it.
Yep, it doesn't matter. Correct answer. The defendant had yet to tell anyone else this fact before this morning. Therefore, the only people who should know this are those who have been watching this trial. Do you understand now, Detective Atme? There is no way that you should have known about that. You were in the next courtroom, being tried as Mask to Mask. So then, enlighten us. Just how did you know about that piece of information?
Well, objection. Come on. This detective must have known about it. He probably had plenty of chances to find out beforehand.
Objection! And it's those chances that I want to discuss next. That night, Mr. Delight was wearing his mask-to-mask outfit. There is one and only one way for Detective Atme to have found that out. Only one.
One way, you say?
Please recall, if you will, Mr. Delight's testimony. When I entered the office, there was a suspicious shadow there. For a second, my client witnessed the real killer.
Objection. But Mr. Delight never saw his attacker. So there's no way to tell whether or not the real killer was Luke Atme.
Objection! It's with that statement that I'll turn this case on its head.
Just what are you implying?
Mr. Delight saw the real killer, correct? Now, if you turn that statement around, it stands to reason that the real killer had also seen Ron Delight.
Impossible.
Detective Atme, you saw Mask to Mask at the murder scene that night. You saw him when you killed Kane Bullard and assaulted Ron Delight. That was the only way you could have known what Ron was wearing. What?
He's charging up.
He's
He's charging up his power. He's gonna burst. Take a good look, everyone. Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one by myself. Here I am, the tragic clown.
Oh, that's the same line you gave yesterday. But I think there's a little more meaning behind it this time.
I enjoy that laugh.
What an awfully complicated incident. Kane Bullard was blackmailing Luke Atney, who was, in turn, blackmailing Rhonda Light. And upon killing his blackmailer, Luke Atney tried to frame Rhonda Light. He then claimed to be guilty as Mask to Mask in order to escape his true crime. And to that end, he came up with this plan. To use the double jeopardy rule when making his alibi. Maya back?
Oh no, that's wrong.
Probably. That's right, people ignore him, I forgot it's a bit.
Yep.
At any rate, it would seem we finally found the truth. Excuse me? I came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man. Besmirching him with the title of murderer. Don't ignore me! Oh, I didn't realize you were there. Why wouldn't he be? About the verdict? I know. You never committed any murder. That's right. I'm so glad you understand that, but I really am Mask to Mask! Huh? So, thanks to that trial, I'm innocent now, right? What was it you said? Double jeopardy? Oh, now that you mention it.
I've been careless.
Careless? What do you think, Mia?
As the defendant says, the rule of double jeopardy is absolute. Defendant can never be tried twice for a crime in which he was once found innocent.
Then, Mask to Mask is really innocent?
It would seem so. For now.
For now. Now then, this court finds the defendant not guilty. Confetti!
Let's go!
Oh boy, this is really lucky. Wait, this isn't so good after all. You see, the thing is, I still have Mask to Mask after all. October 14th, 3:35 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 4. Oh, we're gonna find out how their marriage holds up here, aren't we?
Ooh, possibly. You did it, Phoenix.
Thanks, Mia. It's been a long time, hasn't it?
Yeah. It's because Maya doesn't call on me much these days.
Oh?
I'm just joking, Phoenix. Don't take everything so seriously. But on the other hand, Maya, she seems kind of torn these days.
You mean about becoming the master of the Karain channeling school?
Becoming the master means saying goodbye to our mother.
Misty Faye, right?
Watch over her, will you, Phoenix?
Of course.
Did my Discord cut out?
Oh, did it, maybe? I said, of course.
See you around.
Yeah. Ah, Mr. Wright. I don't know what to say. Congratulations, Mr. Light. Thank you so much. No, wait. Nothing really matters anymore, though, now that all of this has happened.
Come on, just be happy already. You've been cleared of the murder charges and got off as Master Mask to boot.
But in exchange, I lost everything.
Huh? What do you mean?
Stealing security information from KB Security, becoming Master Mask. I did it all for one reason. For her. You mean your wife, Desiree? Oh, she hates criminals more than anything. Come to think of it, she was once held hostage by some robbers, wasn't she? Oh, she always said how she hated sneaky criminals. I knew that, but oh, once I got fired from KB Security and lost all the money I had, oh, she wouldn't have any reason to stay with me. I thought, oh, she would leave me for sure. So, that's why you became Mask to Mask? Yes, but it's all over now. A broken bowl can never be put back together.
That's not true. Right, Nick?
Right. Really? Can we go back to the way things were?
You'll be fine, and Nick can prove it.
I can? I kind of wish you would check with me first. Mr. Delight, even if a bowl is broken, there's always a way to put it back together and spell it wrong.
Really?
Yep.
Take a look at this sacred urn. Look how perfectly back together it is. Ignore all the paint and broken marks on it.
It's fine. Take that! The sacred urn. Desi was the one who found this. Desiree, your wife. She's always believed in you, Ron. That's why you'll be fine. You don't have to worry about anything.
Ah, there you are.
Miss Delight!
You did it, honey. You're innocent. Oh, I'm so happy.
Thank you. I appreciate that, but I suppose you don't want anything more to do with me, do you?
Honey, why didn't you talk to me about what was going on? I had no idea you'd quit KB Security. I never imagined that you were really Mask to Mask either. Mr. Lights, what are you going to do now that you know? You're not going to really leave him, are you? Come on, it's obvious, isn't it? How could I ever let a wonderful man like him get away? After all, my bike's really fast. So fast that there's no way he could ever get away.
But didn't you say that you hated criminals?
Hmm? Oh, I only hate people who act all cowardly and sneaky. Like that detective.
I see.
My honey went and declared his crimes before he committed them, like a man. I just love a man who's so chivalrous. Chivalrous? I knew I was right about you. Every day I spend with you is filled with thrills and excitement.
Desi. Desiree, you really do love Ron, don't you?
Nicky boy.
Yes?
I'm really glad I asked you to defend my honey. Thank you so much. I'll never forget what you've done for us.
Oh, well, take care of yourself.
You too, Nicky boy. Numerous dots.
I can feel my face going red.
Mr. Nick, Mystic Maya, congratulations.
Talk about bad timing. You literally just, like, left because you felt like it. Why are you back?
Oh, she's slapping him.
Yep. With another man's wife.
And so Phoenix died.
At the hands of a 9-year-old. So, just as the case came to a close, so too did my consciousness. Wright said, a broken bowl can never be put back together. But I know that's not true. I mean, just look. Here's a perfect example of one that was put back together even better than before. I don't know about that, but it sounds nice. The end. Don't worry about it.
The end.
Alright, well, Maya's in a maid outfit, okay.
Maya's in a maid outfit, alright.
Okay, hold up! Look at that top picture! Holy! Look at this man in his scouter.
Oh shit, he does have a scouser.
Phoenix is like
What the
posed
fuck?
up.
But it's recipe for turnip. Is he gonna be like some really over-the-top food critic who scans all the food?
It's either that or he's just like some mega otaku who like creeps on somebody and it's a problem. Alright, well. This is what we have next time, I guess. Maya's in a maid outfit. Maya gets a job, I guess. She's gonna pay for rent.
Yeah.
Alright, well, let's
Wait,
go ahead.
hang on.
I clicked, so I can't see anymore, but go for it.
Since she's in the maid outfit, there's another maid there.
Mm-hmm.
Is Maya going to be accused of it again?
Oh, because we didn't do it the first time. Second one, though. Mixing it up.
Yeah.
Alright, well, that's gonna be interesting. Well, final thoughts on, she's no longer a bum like me.
Congratulations, Maya. You got a job.
Well,
Honestly impressive.
Final thoughts on Stolen Turnabout? It's a fine opening case, right?
Yeah, solid opening case. Had a good few twists and turns. A couple we didn't quite catch, but overall we were still fairly ahead of the curve on it.
Yep, and when we didn't know what to do, there was enough overlap that we could fail forward.
Yes. The only knock remains the random ass give Gumshoe
the profile.
cane bullets to get him to actually open up.
Very strange choice.
Which doesn't make sense. Yeah. I think that's about it. Just it was solid.
We still don't know anything about Gateau, except that he knows Maya.
Yep, he knows Maya. He knows Phoenix. Pretty sure, because he's said he's risen from the grave.
Yeah, to take him on.
Come back from hell to take him on.
It's possible that he blames Phoenix for what happened to Maya? Maybe?
Could be. Or, oh god, I really don't want it to be just he wanted Mia's attention. And was like, you took all the attention from me. You took her interest. How could you?
It's very possible that he's also a simp. I hope that he's a more fleshed out simp than Phoenix is in the first case, but... Maybe it was like we were gonna be a thing, but then she got busy with you, you loser.
Yeah, it's entirely possible.
Yeah, we've seen Luke at me. That's one of the ones that I've seen used or at least shared everywhere. He's like a pretty commonly seen character, I think.
So I'd seen his thing from Sanity Not Included.
Mhm.
Because they made frequent use of his freak out scene for Phoenix Wright stuff. But yeah, I think I'm approaching the point that I don't know anyone. Like, in terms
Starting
of
to run
having
out.
never seen them. So, based on what I remember vaguely of the designs, I think all the ones I know now, like all the remaining ones, are in other games.
Yeah, like 3D stuff.
Because as I know the dude in purple jackets who plays the air guitar. And that's probably the last major one I know of. There's also a woman in like a green or blue jacket. And a girl in a top hat.
The magician girl.
Yes.
I believe she's in Apollo. I'm not certain. But I guess that would be the last game that has sprites, because the last 2 games are both in 3D. So, yeah, it would have to be that one
Mm.
if she's not here. Yeah, apologize. Yeah, okay. That's something we'll have to have a discussion about when we get to the end of this game, but we still got a while. This one has 5, so we've got 3 more to go.
Jesus.
Hopefully the 5th one on this one isn't as long as the the previous 5th one, which was a half the series for the first game.
Fucking.
It was a long one. It was good, but it was just like, good lord.
Yeah. Good, but I hope it doesn't get too much longer, just because I don't want them to run into a situation where it's just, hey, it's longer. Hey, we need to make the next one longer than that. Hey, we need to make the next one longer than that.
I guess at
And we just
least
end up with like 2 to 3 months spent on one case.
at at the least, this game and the previous one both have yet to use the 3rd day. They're like, no, 2. Initial investigation, first day of trial, second day of investigation to get everything set up to wrap it up on the second day. Which is nice.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah. Solid start. I'm gonna what's the word here? I'm gonna judge their outfit designs next time, as I'm a fan of this particular fashion sense.
Critique.
Yeah, there we go. We'll see how that goes next round. But anything else for you today, Ari?
I don't think so. I said my piece on it. I'm curious what the next one is. If it's going to be Maya in the crossfire once again.
She can't escape. All right, well then.
We will see. Also, I worry for how far in they're going to go on maid cafe culture.
Uh-huh. Oh, because of what you're gonna have to say.
Because of what I'm gonna have to say as Maya.
All right. In an attempt to make sure that both of us have to deal with it, I will take the other maid that is in the picture.
Okay. I can't wait for the other maid to just be like, man, fuck being a maid.
Yeah.
Screw this. It's just a job. I don't care.
Leave me alone.
Meanwhile, Maya's going all in.
Well, you want to let the people know where they can find you?
Yeah, people can find me over at youtube.com/ at Grumpy Magician and twitch.tv/Grumpy Magician. Playing a variety of games, just did a bunch of demos. Probably going to be doing a bit of relink, unless I want to change it up for the next couple of weeks, including up until the 17th, at which point I'm going to be doing Pragmata. So that's coming down the line. Other than that, you can find me over at Blue Sky at grumpymagician.bsky.social. And no, I already said YouTube, so I think that's me. I think that's everything. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, if you want to check me out, you can do so here on Twitch at twitch.tv/thecs19, or over on YouTube if you want to see the older bits at youtube.com/@thecs19. And if you want to see, things that I share, you can do so over on Blue Sky at thecs19.bsky.social. Hasn't been a whole lot this week. I've been away. But yeah. We got a couple people in here still, so I am going to find someone here to throw y'all at. Here's one who looks to be on the case that we just wrapped, named Magic Tea House. They appear to be a VTuber of some kind. I'm gonna throw y'all over there. So, yep, that's all for us. We will be back here same time next week. Remember, England, you're back to normal spread from us in the US. So you don't have to think about that anymore. Thankfully, for Harry.
Yeah, thank God.
So we will see you next time.
Bye.
Later. Yeah.